Hey, I just want to take a minute today to talk about the ITIN numbers. And previous podcast shows, we've been talking about it. I've been paying close attention to the markets, the trends, Donald Trump, his administration, and everything they're doing. They're going to freeze the bank accounts with ITINs. This is my opinion. It's not been announced or said, but we got rid of the first wave of immigrants, which might have been the people that are bold, that have no respect for the law, and they get out there and they try to do an uprising with different individuals. Believe it or not, there's cell blocks from terrorists, Chinese, Iranians, all these individuals. And I'm not saying that they're all bad from these nationalities. I'm just saying that we've been bombed from the outside, Pearl Harbor, 9/11, that this time they're working from within. And so the reboot, the deportation, we need to really look at homeland security. So I'm telling the I-10 people right now, look, if you have an opportunity to return. Don't allow them to catch you, apprehend you, whether you're going to be held 10, 20 years from coming back. You know, if you can go home and make a plea or get a visa to come here legally, your assets will be here if you put them into a trust, put them into an LLC, trust somebody to overturn your paperwork into somebody who's a legitimate citizen or legal entity. Terrenos Houston got raided, and it was the owner of those properties that turned in these people, and they're taking back the properties. They didn't even let them transfer these titles of properties and took the people's money, properties. This is why I'm saying you need to put your properties in LLCs and trusts and get somebody you trust that can put a lien on it, hold these properties until you return. And so I tell a lot of people, look, the banks are going to get frozen. Keep cash at hand right now. Get a digital wallet. Do something where you can have access to financing in case they freeze these accounts. Mortgages, shift them over to trusts because they might freeze the mortgages with I-10 because you illegally bought a house here in America using an I-10 if you stepped into this country illegal. So there's a lot of things out there right now that I believe you need to protect your assets. Now, I signed up with Legal Shield. I'm an affiliate. I can sign up people for $50 a month. You could talk to attorneys about immigration. You could talk to them about the trust. You could talk about legal actions that you can take for your assets to protect them if in case you're deported. So, again, take this into consideration. If the worst scenario here now is that you get deported, at least protect your assets. And if what I'm saying is not true and an opinion never comes to be, hey, great. I'm ecstatic. I'm for the first time in my life, I want to be wrong. All my life, I've been trying to prove myself right. And for the first time that I'm right now, I'm saddened by what's going on, but at the same time, I understand as an American citizen, we need to reboot this country, find out who's here, who's belongs here, who's here for a job to better their lives in their country and not killing or vandalizing or raping or just stealing here in America, that we can feel comfortable at home. We are at home. We are in our country. So I think it's important that you get around somebody that can put your assets in a legal entity and you can protect these assets. Now, I've heard some talk of some insurance companies that are not paying claims now. They believe that if you were here illegal, the accident would have never happened if you were not here. So they're taking a stand now of not paying some claims now on insurance companies. Attorneys that have accidents with all these I-10 people, hey, balance your load, because if insurance companies take a step not to pay these claims, you're going to be out of pocket, and so is your client. So I say, hey, buyer beware, attorneys beware, everybody beware, because they're talking about governors with sanctioned cities. They're looking to deport them with their people if they want to protect them so much back to those countries, and then they got to figure out how they're going to come back. So I'm telling people, be aware of the trends and the markets of what's going on now. It's a difficult season, but I believe, my opinion is you need to protect your assets and you need to know what's going on.